Let me know. Tell me when to go.
Good
Are we up?
morning.
Grand
Yeah, we
Rising.
live. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is
And I'm
Kim.
the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool because
Smart.
is the
new
gangster.
baby,
And if
baby.
you don't know, now you know.
No, no, no,
No,
no.
use your head. You use your
So,
head
so it's first Friday, man. We outside.
all the
First
way.
Friday is Freestyle
It's
Friday.
free Fiesta Friday.
What
Ooh.
the hell?
Mind your business Friday.
Mind your business Friday.
Stay out my face Friday.
Out my face Friday. I like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a new month, man. New month, new goals, right?
It is Women
Yeah.
Empowerment Month.
Women Empowerment
Hey
Month.
man, big
Yeah,
shots out to the women in power.
yeah.
I
Now,
just want
now,
to just
now, how do you celebrate Women Empowerment? What do
just
you? What do
know
you?
what you do? Just do what they say.
Oh, but that's
That's
every month.
that's a
Then.
celebration.
That's every month.
just
That's
listen.
every month. If you really want to make it work,
Women
just
empowerment. Is
yeah.
that what it was?
When I realized that she was right more than she was wrong, I started doing better. Yeah, I did.
Say it one more time.
When I realized
Wait.
she was
Say it
right
one more time.
More than she was wrong.
Audience.
when I realized she was right more than she was wrong, I started to do better. Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
Listen, I think I can appreciate that. I think that's
yeah.
appreciated. That's a piece of jewel
I,
early in the morning.
and I think it went the other way too. I think it was
It
a little
worked. That's how it
balanced.
worked. It
You have to
worked.
get her
And it worked
perspective
out.
on that. But yeah, man, women empowerment. Shout out to all of the women.
It's kind of like know your strength,
Yes,
right?
you got to know your
Ooh,
strength.
know
Know
your
your strength.
Yeah,
strengths.
Everything you're not gonna, you ain't gonna be the best in, right?
right.
So you might as well let somebody else take the wings on that kind of.
Yeah, I think like you said, it's just really knowing your strength and playing to your strength,
Mhm.
and like trusting that is a strength.
Yeah.
And that's what caused me to realize it because I bucked it for a long time, but it was right though.
You know what?
But
I
it,
hear
but
a
it,
lot of,
like it was always like a Monday morning quarterback. Like, dang, I wish I would have listened. So I just started listening on the front end.
I was listening, like, they used to do the series on OWN, like the Black Love series.
Right.
Mm.
And they had like different
I used to see that.
relationships.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
They ended it like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
So, and one of the couples in there, he was like, I was horrible with money. And I'm the man, I'm going to do it.
Right.
He was like, I was fumbling, I was messing up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, messing up that it almost ruined their marriage.
Yeah.
Right? Until he just was like, you know what? This ain't my lane.
Right. This ain't really the thing.
And so once he let his wife take over, everything else just kind of fell in place as it should.
Right.
Message.
Right. You got to play to your strengths, y'all.
Yeah, you do.
That's real now. That's real
Yeah.
now.
So what you looking forward to this weekend?
So this weekend, I'm looking forward to the Fusion 49th Street cleanup.
Okay.
We doing Fusion 49th. And the cleanup is going to be at the Trolley Market Square, right there where that big "Welcome to Gulfport" sign is.
Mm-hmm. On 18th Avenue and 49th Street South.
Thank you very much. And said the president of the Childs Park Neighborhood Association
Chill.
will be present. And so yeah,
After you say president, I say chill. Chill.
yeah, boy.
So yes, Fusion 49 neighborhood cleanup. I really want to take this time to say I appreciate you, my brother. The work that you've done has been able to impact 2 cities, if not the nation. So I'm just talking about this. I'm just talking about this right now. But later we'll talk about the rest. But this Fusion 49, I remember the initial meetings about this.
Right.
And this was BC before council. I remember, when the conversation was started. Right. And then I remember the initial meetings. Then I remember, it got picked back up.
Yep.
I remember Fancy Nancy. Thank you for all the work you doing. Nancy came in. I remember when you walk across the road and talk to Ian O'Hara, he came in, the council member for Gulfport.
Yes, sir.
So the importance of this Fusion 49 is so much more significant than a cleanup.
Thank you.
It's more important than just, walking through the neighborhood. This is really a moment. If y'all don't know the relationship between these 2 cities have been kind of like the two cities be. You know how cities, you know how twin cities be.
Yeah, you had some would say contentious
relationship. Thank you. And I think it's going to be the mayor of both cities out there,
right?
The council members from both cities. We definitely gonna have the people from both cities.
Yeah.
So now think about what you just did. I mean, I appreciate you and all the people we just named.
Right.
This ain't a one-way street. True. This was a 4-lane, 5-lane highway because we moving stuff. And thank you, my brother.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. they threw their flags
blue and green
and came in.
Put your rag down.
And
not for real. It was sex though.
What I was telling them earlier on was that it's
right here.
Yeah.
Right here. This right here. You know what? No, it's set free.
Yeah.
Right here, we come together. Nothing. Only thing happen here is good.
This is what we said. We said the two cities, one corridor. So it's two cities and it's one corridor.
Man, this is
what's best for the corridor.
Listen, this guy here, man.
So yeah, two cities, one corridor.
And listen, and
I know that.
No, you ain't gonna be
missed. Told me that.
You gonna be pushed to the top.
My daddy said it's bad when you leave and nobody miss you. You know what I'm saying?
Make a mission. Yeah. But listen.
Legacy.
I want to say this. Listen, I want to say this.
I need you to tell me.
After we leaving out of Black History Month, I want y'all to understand that how much this is Black History going on right here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So we're leaving Black History Month and continuing to celebrate and to
continuing to make history.
Because people don't know the largest concentration of Black businesses is on 49th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at 49th Street different when you ride by it again.
Right.
When you ride by those businesses again, just remember the new 22nd is on 49th Street.
Come on.
Adjacent Gulfport, Florida.
Yep.
And so, I big shouts out to all the businesses, all the way from
really stepped up in a big
from
way.
Sazerac to the Kings, all the way down. You know what I'm saying? McCall's.
Yeah.
You smell me? Fancy Nancy.
Look, you finna start. We finna
Fatties.
trouble now.
No, I'm listening. What I'm saying is, but I'm just saying. Shout out to Arlington Teens.
Yeah.
Island Flavors.
That ain't it, but yeah, we know what you're talking about there.
Miss Helena.
Helena over at Island Flavors.
Yes.
And she was real big when we first started the neighborhood association.
Yes.
She did the grassroots leadership training with us. And she used to provide the food for the leadership.
She's a blessing in the community.
Yes, she is. She's
shout out to Snacks. Let me get some.
So that's a long answer for what I'm looking forward to this weekend. What you looking forward to this weekend?
Pull up to 49th Street. We got some gloves.
Tell me about last night.
About last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, it was
Florida Rising, right?
Florida Rising.
I pulled up on them last night, right?
Florida Rising.
Virtually. I was on there
virtually. The whole Tampa Bay Breakfast Club was in the house.
I was there virtually. I saw you, Sierra, look like Aaron. I couldn't see her on the camera.
Listen.
I just heard her voice.
This was an amazing experience, right?
Yeah.
I knew all the stuff. I already read it. And then it just represented itself to me.
What were you presenting on?
I didn't present.
I mean, come on.
Yesterday, it was just talking about the financial gap of Black America and white America and how it was intentional.
Right.
And then like the housing market and how like when you first started buying houses back then, it was written that like you don't sell to Black people because
it hurt your property value or something. Yeah.
Redlining.
Yeah. They redlining and then how like even when soldiers came home and they couldn't
the GI Bill.
Right.
And then when you bought in, they sold exactly what they're doing now is they will have people sell their houses for cheap and then sell them back to us for double the price.
You know what was interesting to me when I was watching it, right, was the capitalist piece of it. So you got the racist piece, but then the way that they appealed to the white people, because it was like
capitalism.
The white woman was like, they told us that, we had to sell our house because the Black people were coming.
Right.
Like individually, like they didn't have a problem with Black people, but the realtors was telling them like y'all better sell this house because black people coming, and when the black people come, it's all over.
They call it blockbusting.
And so they made the white people got nervous, thinking that their value was gonna go down and the neighborhood was bad, so they sold their houses for cheap, and then they put the tax on the back end to the black people, so they got it from the white people for cheap, using fear, saying that the neighborhood was gonna be bad.
Sold it to the black people for the high.
For the high, and I'm like, wow, capitalism is a
animal.
They took all their resources.
And the values dropped on them, and then now people holding the bag, a depreciated asset.
Right.
On them, not because black people did it. They stopped coming in servicing it. They put money into the schools.
Because the tax basis, yeah.
So
listen,
even here,
it's crucial.
The resources go where the white people are, and
still
to this day, and we're looking at it here in St. Pete. Now, a lot of our families have bought these houses at a good price at this point, and then they couldn't keep it up, and now they're selling it for cheap. They were selling it away for
same thing, yeah.
Right here in our
it's the same way, but flip.
You can't buy a house nowhere in here under almost.
Good morning, Case.
I think, and you're exactly right. I think one of the biggest problems that we have. I mean, well, first I want to say big shouts out to Gabby. She put that on. Lead organizer. And she really, she's
I saw LSL too.
Yeah, she's a professor. So that was like a lecture or something.
It was,
but she didn't lecture to us. You get what I'm saying? She kind of did it was amazing because we let us talk about it. We kind of broke it down and what we felt.
The racist history of the FICO.
The FICO score. Right. Did you know FICO is Fred Israel or Fred Isaac?
Fair Isaacs and Company.
Yeah.
I read Royce book.
Yeah. my dog been on that.
Mm-hmm. Two men that came together and started a company.
It started a monopoly.
They basically created an algorithm.
They start worth $1,200. Microsoft right now, more than Microsoft.
You buy a FICO stock.
I might need to buy a FICO. I just said it feel like a Bitcoin.
And then she was saying like it's two different models that they use. Like one way that they
multiple and then
models.
so the cheat code. And I was gonna say this last night. I said here the cheat code is dealing with lenders and that you know inside information about. So I know you're using the Equifax number, and I know you're using and I know this because that's through transactions, that's through our multiple business dealings. Right. And so now, like Aaron was saying, as a broker or a realtor, I can sit back and say, I can look at your scope and know which lender to send you to.
Okay.
And then you build relationships. And so
that's your workaround that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a real thing because you'll get it and then they'll use your lowest score.
Out of the 3 scores that you have, they'll pick you don't know which one they're gonna pick.
Because some use the middle, they said.
Some people use the middle.
Yeah. Which one they're gonna use.
Okay.
Everybody gauges different. Each company gauge what they do different.
Yep.
Right.
So they be like, well, we need this, so we're going to.
And they choose the one that's best for their financial interests.
Oh wow.
And then was it Wells Fargo who bought Aaron was talking?
Oh yeah, Aaron was talking about Wells Fargo bought a whole bunch of single family homes, and now they're gonna rent them to us. And that's something we need to talk about probably Monday.
We're actually talking about that. We got so there's an article called Buying Tampa Bay. It's a series that's being done by the Tampa Bay Times. You know how they did like the
yes. We're gonna bring that to the Lakeside chat.
We're actually gonna talk to the writers of that article, and we're gonna have a conversation about what they've been, finding and because it's here in Tampa Bay. They said Amherst is like the company that owns like the most
all houses.
You know what I'm saying?
This one dude, I remember. It do. But I remember one dude, right? Because it was a while back. I was beating the drum loud. Hey man, buy these, buy, chip, buy, put the money together, buy. I'm talking about I went singing a song like the Pied Piper, and when nobody following, well, I ain't gonna say nobody. Yeah. But one of the bad one
somebody to come break down
auction because that's the one they licking on. But the messed up part about it is now here we are 5 years later, and the entire market is flipped from what it once was. And now an investment, I sat down with a realtor, right? And like anything that you like, anything that you think like, man, all these junk, 600,000-700,000.
Yeah.
$1 million. Like you know it's in your mind. You know what you like, not the biggest of the, but you know what you like. Man, that's $1 million, 700,000 right now.
Regular house.
What you like?
You know what
like a regular house.
You know what I learned that was really crazy. It was surprising, but not surprising to me. Is the average white person in
Pinellas County
makes 100,000. The average black person 25,000.
Talk about it.
That's 75,000.
Talk about it.
Gap. That's the gap. Yeah.
Talk about it. That's why these deals important.
I want to just say this one more time. The average white person in Pinellas County makes 100,000. The average black person makes $25,000.
And they wonder why we get money. No, it's multiple things.
Okay.
See, and this is the messed up thing. There's so many things that pull us back from just police interactions, codes compliance, banking regulations, health things. It's so many things that pull us down that the average white person doesn't even have to worry about.
Yeah. And that's what they refer to as privilege, right?
But it's beyond privilege because
that's the thing that they don't think about.
This is what
stuff that we have to worry about.
Right.
They don't have to.
But this is what we talked about last night. The system is so what they call insidious that this person doesn't have to participate. He doesn't have to be with it.
They were grandfathered in.
He doesn't in his heart. He's not that he ain't with it.
Yeah.
But the system that was built around him makes him automatically benefit.
Okay, that's why they call it privilege, right?
Right, and what
you got a benefit of just being born white in this system,
right? And thinking that
not whether you participate actively and you engage.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
The fact that you born white in this system gives you certain benefits. This is Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, y'all. We talking about white privilege. We talking about
we talking about white privilege,
and it started with a
housing
about housing
affordability. But really, it started from last night.
Yeah.
Gabby was doing the presentation at the last Black History event of the year, y'all, and it was about the wealth gap. Yeah, it was the last one. It was the last one, y'all. It was the last one, y'all.
That's a Miss Damon fact right there, y'all.
It was the last day of Black History, so they decided to talk about.
We done for the year.
No, we're not done for the year. Listen, the middle brother has spoken, and you know what happens when the middle brother speaks.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm getting real happy too. I don't know what it is in the air over here at Urban,
But
I'm starting to feel
real better.
Hey, to feel light. My body feeling a little lighter.
The animals, the flies.
This is chakras or something. You got the chakra colors on. But look, I really want to say this. If you have a story about housing or discrimination or anything of that nature, you can inbox us, leave it in the comments, tell us your story. We want to start documenting these stories. We want to start talking about it because with a wealth gap so large in our local community, I know it has to be impacting several people, or you may have never seen the impact. How you feel about it? Let us know.
And you know what else that we learned that was sad, that as far as like food starvation and the thing is that it's affecting people that makes 50,000 to 100,000 more than anybody else because they don't qualify for it.
Let me say it right. It's the food insecurity. Right?
Yeah.
And food insecurity, some of the most food insecure people are the people who make the upper tier of income, 50 to 100 bands, right? 50 to 100 bands, and you having problems eating because your mortgage, your other bills, and not in the middle. But in the middle, the food is not what you can afford. So if you look at some of these food pantries, and I'm not knocking the food pantries, thank y'all for all y'all work. But if you look, some of these cars nicer than the car you rolling in. Yeah. Right? And I was telling somebody, and people have a high pride. So they need food, and they don't get in the line. They don't go online and register because of the pride thing. But when you ride by the line, it's the nicest car. These boys got.
They ain't have no problem putting their pride.
Man, and they can sit for blocks.
Let's take this comment. Margaret says, Coach D says, why are we so interested in the comparison? The problem is we have taught each other not to achieve. I'm messing it up. My computer's slow here. we have taught each other not to achieve. Can you see it, Mr. Edmond?
No, I got to pull it up.
Okay.
I've been trying to pay attention. Oh,
okay. The problem is we have taught each other not to achieve. The church is at the root of making us believe that we're going to be rewarded in heaven. We have an ecosystem of being angry at our own achievements. We can't let each other achieve without ridicule. The miseducation of the Black American us is rampant in the South. So that's a lot to unpack.
So let me.
It's a lot to unpack.
But I'm going to tell you. So you can't be mad at the person who was taught this, right? Mm-hmm. The system is made for us to go back and forth with each other.
And go against each other.
To go against each other.
That actually benefits. We talked about this.
So we talked about this again. And so it's not that we're doing it, it's what we were taught. So we are poisoned to the core. And the only way, and so we have to get this poison out of our system. And this is what they bank on, is that we're gonna blame each other for something that we didn't
have nothing to do.
Yeah. Right? And
so I want to unpack this part of it. She said the problem is that we have taught each other not to achieve. How y'all feel about that? But
see, I don't agree with that. But yeah, and I don't want to pull it apart like that because it's a complete thought. Because if you think about it, there has been a disincentive to achieving, right? If you start with like the welfare system, right? One of the manipulation points is a person will think twice about getting a job that will take them off of housing, because if they lose that job now, and you ain't gonna lose this housing as long as you don't get that job.
Because getting that job will put you in that category.
Exactly. That 100,000 food insecure. So
extra money.
So ducking that sometimes in some ways stabilizes a person's life from risk. And guess what? People are risk adverse. They talk about that in investments. And so since I'm so risk adverse for my family, for my little son and daughter, I think we maybe, don't put your clothes in there. Put it in the bag, leave it in your trunk. Don't, because they come in to do an inspection. And for real, it's a stable boat. Yeah. See, and people shoot them people down by that, but when you really analyze what's going on, that's one of the most stablest boats around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it's disincentivized. It really tears our families up. But our people are making a decision to be on a stable boat.
On the economics of it.
They making a decision to be on a stable boat.
Because that's not qualifying for assistance. It's big, man. I'm telling you, I was dealing with my daughter with childcare. Like they make,
it's another apartment.
So they make like enough to not qualify, but they don't make enough to really be able to afford what you would.
Right.
What you got, what you need. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're and it's so simple. Right? It's like, but you make $500 over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Now you in trouble.
And now you in trouble. But
the expenses is
$1,200.
Yep. But you make $500 over.
Yep.
So you don't qualify for the.
And so now what we talking about is the safety nets we need to advocate for.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So what we doing now? We kind of diagnosing a problem, and we talking about a solution.
Right.
And the solution, really, honestly, is having a safety net. So a person who is probably making 50, 60 grand. Right? They got a new job and they taking a chance. Know what I'm saying? It's a safety clause. If you lose your job in 6 months, 7 months, you get automatic readmittance into the program you was in before you left.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And so now a person like, okay, I take that shot because I got like 6 months of coverage.
Flip it is that we're gonna, instead of taking the program from you, now that you make that 50 or 60, I'm gonna still give you assistance for 6 months so that you can stack up
but you have to have your money in the bank and you got to have the account, and it got to be a stipulation
that you're winning.
It's tough. Yes.
Right?
Yes. I hear that.
Instead of waiting for you to fail, for me to come in, let me put something in so that I make sure that you succeed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times it's in here, it's set up for when you don't have. I never don't want to have. Make sure, help me so that I can sustain. Because most people.
But I think that goes to that culture where what she was. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Most people want. No, it's. I think what you just said, it kind of creates that culture of non-achievement, but it's not like spoken saying don't you achieve nothing. It's like once you go to fill out them forms and you do that paperwork, like, are we going to add all of our success on here? Because now
that's a lot. That's a lot.
I mean?
That's a lot.
Like you looking at your okay, the form say if you make this amount, like you might be making that amount, but you're gonna dumb it down.
Yeah, to make and I'm gonna tell you, brother John, that's not silent, that's loud.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at that paper and I know it say 55,000 is the limit, so I put 44, 49.
Yeah.
Just to make sure my family can get what they need.
Yeah.
And then the reality is, I'm not wrong for doing it. I'm not wrong for doing it. It may be something I can do better.
Yeah.
I make sure my family stays together. I make sure some other provisions are in place.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with me securing and stabilizing my life.
Yeah.
And that's what our people get a bad mark for that. I salute my people for that. My people are surviving on the most stable boat. And you know what? We get knocked for it. Them people get looked at a certain way.
It was put in the chat too that it's actually more white people on welfare than black people.
Yes, tremendously.
Yeah, I think that's per capita, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's the percentage.
We rolling all the way through. Get about 20 more minutes.
It's the percentage.
Rolling hard.
That makes it look like it's disproportionate. Rico, King Rick, shout out to Rick. He said, let's talk about the generational homelessness that they have caused. Generational homelessness. How do you see that?
Oh man. So multiple families and I think
because you got no house to pass on.
Man, Reek, thanks for that, man. Because honestly, y'all, in a lot of sense, we're not even thinking about the homeless in a generational situation.
Yeah.
We're only thinking about the homeless because we see them on the streets now more than ever. And the problem is, and that's the problem. Because like we say, nines done crept up. Now we second, third generation homeless. You get what I'm saying? At the same park or in the same general area.
But there's a lot of things that added to this, right? Because some of their grandparents did have houses.
Okay.
Right? It's not like
now let's talk about that part of it.
They did have houses. And your mother sometimes didn't see the value, or we had the crack epidemic, right?
Yeah.
And then they're still on drugs and couldn't afford to keep the housing. Some money came in. You're thinking of people that didn't have money ever, and then the grandma died or your grandfather died, and then this is the first piece of money that they have, and they don't see the generational wealth.
But I agree,
and so they sold for the piece of just for the piece.
I agree, but some people ain't had that look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people had a different look.
Yeah, these are different.
Different look. That's a look.
Yeah, that's one scenario, but there's other scenarios as well.
Yes.
And some people didn't have it at all, right?
Yeah.
Their family never had, right?
Yeah.
But
to your point about like the generational piece, when grandma do leave you a piece, like you see a lot of that probate issues. You see the families feuding, and they can't come to a resolution on who gonna do what. Or you got one person saying, I've been doing all of this, and then they just get so frustrated and
that's facts though. Those facts.
That you got investors calling them, the companies we talked about earlier. That they like, you know what? I'm finna just go ahead and let this go because I can't.
They got taxes. They got codes
compliance. They got all of these different realities that they trying to face that they don't know how to navigate. And so they like, you know what? I'm finna take this little bit of money that this person called, give you some so that you can go ahead, give you some, get mine back from because I paid the taxes all of this time, and then they move on. And because matter of fact, we talked about the article. There's a brother who was saying how. Like codes, they had like $100,000 in codes compliance, and they couldn't navigate it.
He was a soldier, son. He came back from duty to try to save grandma's house, and as he's trying to save it, he couldn't. But I hear two things, right? So what I want to do is try to pick it apart. On one side, I'm hearing institutional and governmental issues, people losing houses, and then on the other side, personal and family issues.
Yeah.
So that's two sides we can work the middle.
It's not a one side.
It's not. But one side we can have solutions for, and we can have solutions for the other side. They're not going to be both sometimes the same solution, but one solution to help the other.
But sometimes they.
Yes, that's what I mean. One solution to help the other. Because if I can help you and your family keep y'all business together, y'all pay y'all liens and y'all pay y'all stuff, and that helps the city.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So then if the city has good policy that allow people like families like that to have forgiveness as they do investors, so it'll be a two-way street. Because right now I call it subsidized gentrification.
Yeah.
Because if you owe $100,000 and this new investor comes in, they waive that $100,000.
Yeah.
And the investor gets you to bottom line, your price because of the $100,000 lien.
On top of that, they
You
can
hear me?
afford.
Subsidized gentrification.
Subsidized.
Yeah, because they
And
telling
then-
you don't worry about it. We'll take care of the liens.
Right.
Whole time
Yeah,
the city's taking care
It's
of the liens.
free.
Right.
Yeah.
It's waived.
They're not taking care of the liens at
And the
all. They just
crazy
acquiring
part
the
of
property. Yeah.
The crazy part is they can afford the 100,000, and you can't. So the person who can afford it don't get the wave, but the person that can.
See?
gets it.
See?
Yeah.
See? It's so serious. Yeah, you see
Subsidized gentrification. Tasha said these investor calls are relentless. I'm waiting on one of them to accept my $5 million offer.
They call
Don't wait too long because they is. It's gonna be a day.
It's
No,
gonna
they're
be a
gonna
day,
say
but
they're gonna say,
I
you
got
know what, I
5
can't give you
million.
$5 million, but we're thinking about 375.
Yeah.
Have you considered that?
Yeah.
Is that real?
No, it is. They
Is
text,
that real?
they text my phone.
Are you on a text list?
Like, I get texts, I get phone.
So it's city, it's public records. So it's public records. They use public records
Right.
to get information, and then through that information they make calls, they send mail, they send emails, they send texts.
Right.
And what as our community, and we'll talk about having an economic conference where we talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna have an economic conference. We still gonna work on that. But one of the things we got to do, we have to teach our community to be prepared for that call. And if you take the offer, if you should do and want to sell, we're gonna have to teach our people a little financial literacy to how to get the best for their purchase.
And
For their sale.
And I think that I put it out in one of my Facebook posts about what can we do together, and investing in real estate was one of those things
Yeah,
that came
we
up.
can
And
do
so
together.
I think
Cooperative.
So I think having a community group that
Yes.
says, okay, if you got to sell grandma's house, call us first.
And we're gonna help you.
You know what I mean?
I'm down.
Call us
Wealth
first.
Care
Yeah,
University.
like-
I put
call
my
us
name.
first.
I give you my
Don't
social
call
security
nobody else.
right
Like,
now.
if you-
Put
like,
my
if you
name
really
on
gotta
it.
let grandma's house
Let's
go.
go and we're gonna help
Call
you.
us.
Now
We
here
gonna
we
help
go. Now
Yeah.
I think we've all kind of said this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like we're all on the same page, but then this is our problem, right? Is that there's a distrust that our community have with
Thank you.
us. Now,
Thank
mind
you.
you, they have lied to you about everything.
Thank you.
Wow.
From where you started from to where you ended, and they
To your
wiping away
birthday,
Black history,
your holidays.
and all this stuff. But they will still trust them.
But you don't trust me.
But you won't trust me. And I've been
Dirty
giving you milk
dog.
every time you
Dirty
out of milk,
dog.
you come knock on my door, and I make sure when
You
your
got
kids
milk.
are walking to school, I'm sitting on my porch making sure that your kids are safe.
What about when I need sugar?
Right, I got you. You need peanut butter and you got the jelly.
Wow.
I got you.
I need to put this extension
But
cord
now-
through your window.
But now when it's time for me to
Now,
buy the house,
now when it's time for me to help you save your house.
Oh no.
Oh no, I don't trust
What
you.
old
No, it ain't
Negroes?
something. But you will go.
Wow.
But we will.
wow.
But then we will go and trust the person who lied to us on every time we ask them a
Man,
question.
when you're right,
Is it
you're right.
sun outside? Not yet. And we look at the sun.
Yeah.
Hey, and I
Right?
want to say this.
People who giving you extra days for
Hey,
you.
Hey, look, and I want to tap that up a notch.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. Know what that is? That's an opportunity.
Okay.
Right? You know why? That's an opportunity. That's so much room for growth.
Yeah.
Right? It's so much opportunity from no trust to trust. It's so much we can do. You know what I'm saying? In between, because I'm finna tell you right now, if people knew better, yeah, they'll do better. Because
Yeah.
just like this word in the street,
wait,
not to turn your.
No, but
Pause.
I think she owns something because
Not-
and it goes to that point in the chat about the miseducation.
Right.
It's definitely
Like
it's definitely.
and like the way we've been taught to view each other and view business. We'll really start how we view ourselves.
Right.
And so if you view yourself as inadequate, insufficient, you don't know enough, then anybody who look like you're gonna see them the same way.
Right.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
It's generation. I
And
mean,
so
it's
you gotta-
internal.
You got to start improving the way you see yourself.
Mhm.
And once you prove the way you see yourself, not the way I see my brother, the way I see my sister will change. But if you don't trust yourself, like you can't make simple decisions because we haven't done the work of self-improvement.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And so like that's the basis for community development is like starting with you and the way you think about you and then your reactions and your relationships with other people, because it's true. You like really like struck a chord, the chat going live on that too. just because you're right. Brother Nuri said it like this. He said we will blame white people for 95% of our problems, but
And
we
go-
spend 99% of our money with them.
Hey, no, I was going to say we blame them for 95% of our problems and go to them for 100% of the solutions.
Yeah.
See, That's
the remix. No, that's the remix. That's the remix. That's the remix.
Hey, what's that?
You got to turn that thing on, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can see.
Yeah, but that's the remix, right? And it's true. So like we have to start really trusting each other. And when we talk about these systemic problems, these systemic like institutional problems, like we need to be building institutions. And to go back to, Fusion 49th as an example, like that's why when we went out and started doing that organizing, like I was intentional about letting them know that I'm not going to be here to lead this.
Yeah,
like,
building an institution.
I'm getting this going. I'm getting this started. We'll provide you with the support that you need, but it's got to be up to the residents to actually lead this, or the business owners or the stakeholders to lead it, and they've accepted the challenge. We're doing the same thing over here in Melrose Mercy. We had the Melrose Mercy neighborhood plan meeting last week, and they just complaining. Everybody complaining, got a problem with the city. And really fear, like afraid of losing their houses, like real fears, real things that you should be concerned about. But my response to that is don't panic, organize. Like you start getting together with neighbors, like you said, and like we got to be organized so that we can stand together in the face of a lot of these challenges, because we standing up as individuals and we get mowed over.
But then we come as a team, we stand.
And then you can leverage the strengths of the team, because somebody might be the data person, somebody might be the money person, somebody is the spokesperson. Like, there's different strengths that you can leverage as a part of this team and this organizing that can stand up against some of these challenges that we face.
And I want to Royce, big shouts out to Royce, man. Royce is our producer for the day, man. Wealth Care University, man. Stand strong, my brother. Royce, say hi.
The president of the Campbell Park neighborhood.
Yes. We got the presidents here, man. We're gonna have a president's powwow when we done.
See, we got Cabbage
Dave,
in the
what's
building.
good, man?
We got Super Dave.
Listen.
And if you wondering what
old school flavor show,
you should already know, but we at Urban Drinkery.
Oh yes, it's a live audience, y'all.
And we here.
It's live, and y'all can come get a drink of coffee, some of the best coffee in the city.
Yeah.
And comments. Tasha say love the conversation. Yes.
Thank you.
Margaret, Florida rising together. Florida rising. Hey, Royce say have to take the fear head on. Yes, confront your fears and power through. I unite with that. Margaret, yes, y'all is on fire. Yes, we are. Thank you. Eric Jackson, the developers who are heavily marketing for development are most likely white. Where are we?
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
But they don't allow us. It's not like we don't have black investors.
Yes. But we talked about some of those problems. Yeah, you're in the camera. We talked about some of the problems. And we gotta address and have some answers and some of the solutions.
Right.
Royce, information is part of generational wealth. Yes, that's the recipe.
Yes.
Margaret, no, because they know better, but they don't do better.
That's what I was saying.
So let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, because when you said
let's talk about that.
But they don't do better.
Sharonda Davis in the
but
building.
that's why I was
told y'all
when you were saying, like, once you know better, you do better. That's not always true.
Yeah.
Because people may know and still don't do better.
I got a thought on that. But first, before we get into that conversation, introduce yourself. Let the people know who.
Man, y'all already know who it is. Up there like Granny Panties.
Yes, sir.
Comedian Damian Davis in the building.
Who with
Drinkery.
Who with you?
Oh, we got Cabbage Head.
Yeah, no, I think we good.
Got my boy Sasquatch up here.
Cozy over there.
Sasquatch, man, leave me alone. Hey,
I got on trap carpet, everybody.
And it's March in Florida. But
Hey.
March in Florida.
Hey.
He got on the whole school. Okay,
Hey,
that's all right.
but y'all laughing. Y'all laughing, but
No, just a comedian. He looks like
carpet over
he looks like he's on Sesame Street.
Hey.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going on.
Hey, it's Black History Year.
Yeah. So we talking about when you know better.
Do you
but
do
you
better?
Don't do better.
Yeah.
What do y'all think is some of the reasons why a person would know better but not do better?
Fear.
Yeah,
Fear.
then change their perspective of how they look at things.
Yep.
And
Okay.
Perspective is a big quality.
Okay.
So when I say fear and the lack of trust, right? Like you see a lot of information that's given and people tell you, and then the person who told you this, you don't see where they have received all of this too, right?
Okay.
So it's kind of like a nobody trying to tell everybody
By somebody.
Hey, man.
I run into that problem all the time.
When you look at it, people
I've been
get.
that guy.
I run into that problem.
Somebody will tell you about financial literacy and tell you everything,
And
and
you
look at them and
you
you're
like,
wait,
oh, man.
hold on, you ain't riding in the Benz, so how you gonna tell me how to get the Benz? Right? But maybe I might
that's
not
a
want the
that's a
Benz.
misconception.
Y'all should have said,
But that's a misconception.
right?
Yeah.
Because just because you don't see me riding in the Benz don't mean that I can't afford the Benz.
And don't know how to get
Okay.
to the Benz.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just,
But
sometimes
you-
you
I may not want a Benz.
Yeah.
What if I don't want a Benz?
But
But a lot of times
I like a
it's
bike.
messenger too, right?
Yeah.
It comes from the again. If
Yes,
we,
it's
But again, if you know better, what stops you from doing better?
you
Okay.
be in your own way. Yeah, you the only
Yeah.
person. Only
Yeah.
person can stop you is
mistrust, a
Yeah.
lot of that.
If I had to put a word on it, I say responsibility.
responsibility.
Because you have to accept the responsibility for what you know.
You got to make sacrifices too, because a lot of
Yeah,
stuff I
that's
found
true.
myself,
yes.
a lot of stuff that I spend money
comfort.
on that I don't need, I could sacrifice to have way much more. It just be something that you be want to do. A lot of people be scared, like she say, fear to make sacrifices on stuff that in order to have their priorities straight.
Hey,
I'm hearing
better.
discipline too.
but
Yeah,
so
discipline.
I think it's a kaleidoscope. I
Like,
think it's a multifaceted reason,
Yeah.
but it's the same effect.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes people know better, but at the same time, you know, circumstances and situations don't put them in a position. Because I've been in a situation personally where I knew better.
Right.
I knew, but I wasn't quite in the circumstances to change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when I got the opportunity to change it, that's when I acted on what I knew.
Okay.
But then that's also still a process.
So what's the
I hear
difference?
that.
So what's the
opportunity.
difference
I heard
from
opportunity.
insanity and courage? Is the outcome.
Yeah, you
Oh.
right. Ooh, you hit him.
Because
Okay.
because
Well, I heard a
courage looks
pin
like
drop.
insanity to a coward.
God, I
So,
heard a pin.
It's just the outcome. Because
Yeah.
if you stick in something and the outcome, no, you was insane to keep
Yeah,
on
you was
doing
crazy.
that.
Oh,
Like
wow.
it was
Hold
stupid.
on.
Man, you
Hold on.
won. You
Hold on.
won.
This
She
is-
won.
So this is the mixed message, right? They
Yeah.
told us when we was young, if at first you don't succeed, what?
Try again.
Then when we got older, they say to keep doing the same thing.
It's
Yeah.
insanity.
So what do we do?
Wait a minute.
How you
Man, what
handle
y'all,
that?
y'all done cracked
How
the
you
egg
reconcile
open,
that?
boy.
Because they told us that, right? If
Yeah.
at first you don't succeed,
Try again.
but now you get older, oh man, you need to do something different, man. That ain't working.
You crazy.
You
You
need to try
keep,
something
you
else.
keep
It's a mixed message.
But
But
that
it's
no.
always a lot
life
of
of duality.
right?
Yeah.
Life of duality.
So we see it even in everything. Because when the cat, just stop our Cat Williams, right? Really quick. We said, ain't nobody said nothing, so it must be true, right?
Okay.
But then we'll say a hit dog will holler, right?
Uh,
So then, what do you win?
so being quiet, it must be true. Saying something, you to hit
Hit dog.
There's no winning when it comes to us.
Oh.
We can flip that coin and make you the enemy either way we want and make you feel bad about your decision. Regardless, we have a saying for everything.
This is hilarious, man.
Oh, good Lord.
Listen,
Maybe
this
it
is
has
a
something we
real. If y'all are watching the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club morning show,
Yeah.
99 Jams FM. We are at Urban Drinkery. We are live. We got coffee. You can call in. You can come talk. We have cracked the egg open today,
And
y'all.
we live. We got coffee. We got comedy tickets for tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah, we got all
Great
that.
conversation.
Jokes, what have you want it. Got Super Dave in the building.
So you
Chandra in the building. It's going down. It's up there like Granny Pettis this morning.
all
Thank
the
you,
way,
Jesus.
all the way, all the way, all the way.
Beginning
So
March
Coach
first.
G said, stop with the cliches as a first step.
Mm.
But I think when you talk about cliches and these
But people are
fundamental-
living their life by a cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living their life by a
Yeah.
cliche.
Listen, for
That's
real.
true.
People living their lives
That's
by
true.
cliches,
And it's wrong the
y'all.
whole time.
I'm just saying.
Another one of them that we grew up on was sticks and stones will break my bones.
But words never hurt. But
Then
boy,
you grow
words
up-
break boy.
Then you grew up
Break
and realized
hearts.
Words was
Words-
more harmful than a stick. Yeah.
Why you said that?
Yeah. But that's that cliche we grew up like with some of that stuff you gotta unlearn. Like words hurt more a lot of times, man. What you got, big brother?
Now we were talking about that saying,
Yeah.
that saying that you were just saying just then.
The sticks and stones.
They break your
Yeah,
bones,
but-
words that never hurt. And I said, shoot, some words that make you lose friendship.
That's real.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
All you do is just
I
hear
ain't,
that.
I ain't talking to you no more.
Yeah.
But-
Right. I ain't know you
I'm
been
glad you
talking
told me.
Jobs, all
Yeah.
types of stuff.
Man,
What?
make you lose your mind.
All here.
because of your words.
That word is something, boy.
And it holds more power than anything else. Because if you're looking for a job and they call the wrong person, they tell them everything negative about you and not all the good stuff. And now you're not hired for that other position.
Yes.
Or
do that, but
somebody won't.
They throwing salt. They throw salt.
You know they do.
Yeah.
They don't want to see you.
High blood pressure everywhere because they throw salt. they too much. They use too much salt. That's why their blood pressure high.
Yeah. Wow. So we over here at Urban Drinkery, y'all. We broadcasting live. This is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We on the moshowlive.com. We also on 99 Jams the Berg, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. We appreciate y'all. Lily say sis dropping jewels. Sharonda in the back. Look, she here. She's sending her comments from the back over there. It's not always what they say. It's the doing that counts.
It's
not always what they say. It's the doing that counts.
Listen. Yeah. Life is a duality. Yeah. So there is contradictions in every part of life because you got life and death. That's already a contradiction. So now as we go through life, we're going to identify so many other contradictions. But know what they really is? They're complementary pairs. Okay. One goes with the other. It's the other side. You get what I'm saying? Because
I feel like I ought to say my brother after that.
Sandra, give me whatever he drinking.
He just went there. He just took it there.
Listen.
Yeah. I don't even drink coffee, but give me something in this cup.
It's over here at Urban, man. It's all the way up. But you're right. I mean, a lot of the things that you consider negative, to your point, it's all about what the outcome is at the end of it. Right, it is. Because we grew up hearing that, all things work together for good for those who love the Lord.
Yep.
And so that negative thing that you see as negative in that moment might be the biggest blessing of your life. You know what I'm saying?
And
like that setback might be preparing you for a setup.
And that's what you said that, cause a lot of people, you ever seen like pray for something? You ever prayed for something? Your blessing came right in front of you. Yeah. But you were looking for another blessing, and God sent it in front of you, and you didn't catch that train.
Yes.
And that happened to a lot of us. Yeah. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that story when the man said was falling off the cliff. He like, God sent me a sign.
Right.
God sent 3 signs, and he ended up falling it down. He like, God, you said I saw a plane, a boat, everything for you to grab, but you looking for something completely different.
What caused that? What caused that?
Yeah.
Expectations.
People think that it's supposed to come already built.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
So again,
Okay.
pray for something, it comes in a box, and now you have to build it.
Okay.
Yep.
So this
you don't want to do
the work. Do the work.
So that's what I heard.
She got the same coffee I'm drinking.
It's a marijuana coffee.
I heard
that on the fly.
This was what I heard. A lot of times your blessing comes disguised as hard work. Your blessing comes disguised as hard work. So when you see the hard work, you don't realize that that's where your blessing is.
That's why I came disguised as Big Bird this morning. I came disguised as Sesame Street.
Whoever is.
Look, we got like a whole nother conversation.
Your blessings is in disguise tonight.
As he pulls up his mask. You know that mic is hot, right? Rush, you got to keep us. Tell him we can't hear each other because of how he doing that microphone. Okay.
There's more than 2 guys.
Yeah.
It gets crazy.
See, that sounds like a stereotype, but I ain't gonna worry about it. We ain't gonna confront that right now. We gonna walk past that. We ain't gonna confront that right now.
No, we just gonna act like she ain't say that. Lady ain't gonna do us like that.
Okay.
Pray like we ain't hear that.
So we got some women out here in the audience.
Yes, thank you.
Do we need to
give
to bring some
split the
balance
mics
to
up. We're gonna split the mics up.
Is that what's in this coffee jab? I just seen this.
What?
Y'all start talking men like boy.
So
and y'all
yeah.
get over there. But okay, go ahead.
All right, so one mic, and so what we talking?
This mic is so low.
What we talking about is everything under the sun.
Turn her up, please.
Oh, my mic died.
This is Freestyle Friday. Is that what happened? Let me see.
Cause you been on fire. You been on fire. Big shots out to Kiana. Q. We ain't gonna hear nothing else from you today. I'm just playing.
Over and out.
Double A batteries.
I'm just joking.
We'll share this
Okay,
microphone.
we can share. Okay.
Put it down. It don't work.
We got some double A. Anybody got double
still
A
hold
batteries in the building?
Don't do the girl like that. Don't do the baby like that.
They just want me to shut up.
No, we don't. No,
You
we
been
don't.
on fire though. No, you been on fire. You been on fire. Y'all have to go back and rewatch this show.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good times. We laughing and we joking, but seriously, we talked about some things that maybe need to be heard again. Right? And ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Playback is a mother.
Right.
Playback is a mother, y'all.
Yeah.
Playback. So here you can play back this.
Yes.
If you want to listen to
Go to
us
the
on
Mo
first
show.
show.
Yes, in Atlanta.
Right. It'll be live on the Mo show.
TheMoShowLive.com.
Okay.
The Mo plays at 4:00 on the MoShowLive.com every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Right.
And
we syndicated, y'all.
Syndication.
Send stars.
Yes.
Yes.
Big shouts out to Super Dave, man. DJ the on the road show. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Super Dave.
Old school flavor show.
Old
No,
school
but what
flavor.
about the trucking? What's the trucking show? Trucking checking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you've never ever sent the stars before and you don't know how the stars work, this is how it is. Facebook give your first 200 for free. If you get your first 200 for free because you heard it from us, give them to us.
That's real.
It, right? Now, if you have to purchase them, guess how much they cost?
How much they cost?
A cent. When you buy anything for a penny.
That's a penny.
Yeah, giving us a
1
penny.
cent.
1 cent.
Wow.
And then it gets better. The
Okay.
more you buy, the cheaper they are.
So that
Yes.
means they less than a penny?
Less than a penny.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know where you could get anything less than a penny.
You can't even buy candy for less than a penny
You
no more.
can't get nothing less than a penny right
I
here.
don't even think a penny is worth a penny.
You can buy some XRP though.
They cost 5 cents to print a penny.
Oh, that junk ain't worth nothing.
If you use that penny to buy some stars,
Right. The more you buy,
the
the cheaper they are, and then you can give them to us. You can give them all to us at one time, or you can spread them out.
Big shouts out to Dave. Just gave us 100 stars.
Right on.
100 stars.
Yeah.
Real.
Be the next person that'll give us some stars.
Hey,
We gonna match Dave and the stars.
we just activated a star party, y'all. So send stars right now. Send stars right now.
Number 2 cents. I want to give a shout out to City Council member
Oh.
Brandy Gabbard. Brandy Gabbard is tuned in, y'all. Good morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
Brandon, how you doing?
Next person that Brandy just sent the
Brandy
stars.
sent some stars. She
Hey,
got
listen.
the instructions, right?
No, but the next person that sent stars get 2 comedy tickets.
Dominico just sent stars. It's a star party,
You
y'all.
gonna
We
send a
partying.
star.
It's a star party. Send some stars.
You know what? You kicked it off. You could get the ticket.
There we go.
Super Dave. It's a star party.
They
We
give
got
it
2
away.
more tickets to
We
give
got
away.
2 more
We got
tickets.
2 more
tickets,
tickets.
y'all.
Super Bowl.
What y'all gonna do?
What are the tickets
It's not
to?
that like Granny Penny.
Tell us what they gonna win. The comedian Dave.
Oh,
Annual night of laughter comedy show and players ball is going down tomorrow. We got Money Mark Diggler album release party going down there tomorrow night too. So we got all them up in the building tomorrow. It's dressed to impress.
Yes.
We ain't worried about no kids coming. We got a cash ball. We got food. Of course, it's coming from my food truck. I'm gonna be out, have somebody out there cooking all that good stuff for y'all. It's going down. That's tomorrow night at 3130 18th Avenue South, the Masonic Lodge.
That's right.
Right beside Krispy Kreme, right here in St. Pete.
I'm pulling up. Don't look crazy
Down.
when I'm
We
at the
got
door.
Demetria George. We got my boy Damien, Spunky Robinson. We got Wody. We got Uncle Head from Splat Pack. We got Dutch Dirty Money Mark Diggler. We got a whole lineup. And of course, we got y'all. Let's go, man. Next person hit us up.
Let's
We got
go.
2 more tickets right now.
Look,
Let's go.
stars,
Let's hit
send those stars.
We got 3 more minutes.
Hey, make sure
The
you
star
dress
party
to
is
impress,
going
man.
on
This
right
the
now.
players
3 more
ball.
stars.
Make sure you
Domino
dress to
send
impress. It's
stars.
going down tomorrow.
Is
Get
Domino
these
here?
tickets. We up here at Urban Drinking right now. Come get you some
'Cause she would've
coffee.
been the
Get
next
you some
person.
tickets, man. Y'all already know what it is.
Domino
motion,
would've
big
been the next
motion.
person.
Okay.
Big motion. Who won the ticket?
Big
Domino.
motion.
Domino won. How many she won? Oh, she got Domino. You got 2 tickets. You had 2 more.
Hey, this African coffee?
So somebody won both sets.
No, I want no more.
No, we.
I don't want no more.
Hey,
Hey, I'm tapping
No.
out like we wrestling. Hey, hold on. But no, this African coffee is so fruity and nutty and aromatic.
Oh no, but you know what else? Listen. Okay.
So we got Domino won the tickets.
Domino won the first set of tickets.
Okay.
Now we got another set. Now also,
hold on. First Friday.
in the park with
Super Day. Let's go.
From 6 to 10 p.m. Also, another
That's the park on the Deuces.
Oh yeah, the park on.
That's
the
on the corner. Another unnamed park that we gotta find a name for.
Right there.
That we gotta find a name for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right where we had the Collard Green Festival. Right over there in the corner.
There's another unnamed facility.
Deuces Corner.
You can't Google the park with no name.
Because there's so many of them pop up. You put a park with no name, it'll be everywhere.
So if you didn't know that every first Friday is it goes down.
They keep pulling out tickets, y'all.
This is the new.
Ain't nobody wearing them tickets. They gotta see some more stuff. Oh, we got some stuff. Who that is?
Eric Jackson.
Got 2 tickets. Eric, boy, you got 2 tickets. Boy, come get your tickets. We up here 9, brother.
Come on.
Like fish grease.
Tonight, every first Friday, it goes down right here on the Deuces, right?
Yes.
You don't have to go downtown to hang out. You
Come
can
to the
come
Deuces.
right here on the Deuces.
Yes.
You have Urban Drinkery. You have the Catalyst.
Yes.
You have food trucks. You have Sid's right
the Deuces
there. You
you
have,
got a Deuces corner.
It's the Deuces Corner. Live music, live DJ.
Yeah,
now,
pull
this
up.
first Friday, we're not having he say, she say,
Oh,
but
yeah,
next first Friday, we back on and popping.
Listen. Hey, Margaret got some stars. Valerie just gave us some stars. Listen, you get stars. Everybody gets stars.
That's what I'm talking about. Now somebody need to come buy some tickets. We still here. We gonna be here. Come buy some tickets. Hey, y'all head back to back. We done ran out of tickets, but you can buy them. You need to buy some tickets, man. Y'all got that money, man. Stop playing. Pay your rent and go out tomorrow and cry about it and laugh at the same time.
I got them for the dub all day.
Okay, go ahead.
Just lean it. That's all.
Go ahead.
So we get into this electoral cycle and this
Yes.
electoral season, right?
Yes.
And we know that this is, it's kind of the runway before it take off. Like the summertime is when it's gonna get real hot.
Yeah.
So I want to hear from y'all. What do you think are some of the top issues that need to be addressed by those who are running for local office when they start coming? Because they're gonna start coming to your grandma church. They're gonna start being there. They
already
be inviting you to. They say they already
at the
be
church.
inviting you to forums.
You're
You're gonna start seeing candidates. So when you talk to them about the issues, what do you think are some of the top issues that need to be addressed as we start preparing for this electoral cycle?
I think the number one issue, this is my opinion. The number one issue locally, is housing. The housing epidemic, homelessness. I think all the deals and all these negotiations that's going on have to lead with housing, homelessness, and economic development. And when I say economic development, I mean money in the pockets of community members, not new people who come with opportunities, the people who've lived here for 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years and really give us a chance to succeed in this community.
Right.
I think we need more black-owned stores around here, man. Like back in the day when you had the I think we need to start buying back the block. All the people got money. Start investing back into the community, man. Pistol store, employ more black folks, give people more opportunities to have jobs, man. You know what I'm saying? More entrepreneurship. Cause it's a lot of people that got money out there, man. You could buy a couple of these convenience stores. Stop letting the Arabs own everything, man.
Yes.
Selling it to our people. Ain't letting you leave the door because you owe them sit, and you come to the store every day. I just had a problem with that with a man with a cigar the other day. I'm gonna tell you where I was at. I was on Shea. Yeah, he had like the store was gonna close down. Like the store gonna close down by 7 cents, man. Come on, man. And you come to the store every day, man.
Shut it down.
You remember you used to come there with a note and get everything, and your mama bring the money back. We need to buy we need to buy back our own block, man. I like the black. Why I give a shout out to Urban Drinkery and all the other black businesses that's going on, man.
That's right.
I'm with that.
So I'm with you on this. Go where you want to go.
No, I'm just looking at our producer leaving.
Oh, he tagged.
It's all right.
You don't see somebody sitting right there?
He always leaves.
It's in the drink. It's in the cup. It's in the cup. It's in the cup. The cup gone.
No, but I was like, so
it's that truck coffee.
Hey, we got some good comments, y'all. Real quick.
So go ahead.
Dominico, tax dollars to corporations. We don't want that. Margaret says education. Dominico says city council don't give our tax dollars to corporations. That's the whole thing. Anthony Williams, what have you done versus what you gonna do? Put tax dollars into the communities. That part, D, by the stores. Yes. Arabs are black people. Said, Margaret, controversy.
Arabs are black people.
Education for the babies. Girl. And then Dominico support black business ownership and home ownership.
That's real.
I mean, all of that, bro.
When
all of that, but I mean, stop giving our tax breaks to people outside of our community.
Yes.
Right.
Hey, gave us nothing.
Yeah, but give it and then I mean.
Hey man, I'm all right with a couple.
And I mean,
I'm all right with it too.
Yeah, I got some Arab buddies.
I got a lot of them. Oh yeah.
Right, like,
we want it back in proportion.
We want it back. Just
okay.
Slide it back over time.
Nobody get nothing.
No.
When it's disproportionate.
Now we got a problem.
I see. I'm glad you put the word in there.
Making right their wrong, right? Trying to right their wrong. Let's start that by giving the people who've been in this community a chance to buy the community back. Like you keep on saying, we keep saying that because they don't give us a chance to buy it, and then they let these corporations come and buy up our community
and give it away,
kick us out where we can no longer afford it.
Subsidized gentrification.
But
I coined the phrase. Don't do that to me.
Episodes ago, like when we was on the Breakfast Club, it was like what Jabbar had said one time, and it was very strong, man. How you was dang, I had it in my brain. I don't forgot about it, man. Give me some of that coffee, Sandra.
Bring it back.
Yeah, it was something you said, but it was something dealing with the community and how we can get things back organized. Oh, if a group of us to take some money and put it together, like a group of us, like when we got the tax, got that stimulus check.
Yep.
That was around the time of the pandemic.
Yep.
And you were like, if a group of us take some money and buy to put it together and buy like they did in Atlanta.
Yep. And buy property, buy businesses. Yep.
Buying businesses and stuff like
build
that.
the stuff we need, and we can put the money.
We can do it. It just take a group of us.
So here's the thought, right? Because this what I'm hearing and what's being inspired. We keep talking about corporations and how corporations is buying. Like we can start a corporation.
Listen, listen.
We can start corporations too, right?
I give you my name, DC number, and social security number. I'm ready to rock. I'm telling you,
if corporations are buying all of the houses, and we saying we need to buy houses. Then
let's buy some houses.
Start adding it together, and you say, okay, let's form a corporation.
Let's buy some apartments. Let's build a high rise. Can we build a high rise?
So
how big can you think?
Yeah,
I'm with it. Let's go, right? But what happened is that our corporations are not picked. There's people that look like us that got corporations. Yeah, you got people with businesses. We got
big business.
Contractors. We got everything.
Let's put it together then.
Right?
Let's put it together.
We're not picked. They will find a disqualification.
The reason they're not the pickers.
Right. To not pick
so hold on.
Corporation.
Listen, I got a thought. Yeah, so that's a part of what we asking for these elected officials who want to get elected. Will you support us in our high rise? We want to go up 30 stores, 40. How high y'all want to go? I'm just saying, why not?
And we got people that
we're more resources,
the people that can do it.
Listen, they will get the property and come in one roebuck, and then we'll have a half-ass high-rise. Sorry,
let's start a credit union.
Never built for 10 years because they ran out of money. Resources of money.
It happened.
We're pretty much resilient. We're gonna go out there and get it. I don't know if this question is rhetorical or not, but it says, why don't we get picked?
I think we don't get picked because how the systematic racism is set up, we're always underqualified. We always have less resources. We always have less something because of generations of systematic racism. And then oftentimes when we are picked, some qualifications are put on us. Like right now, there's a development going on where some of the lead people who helped put it together and developing it ain't getting $1.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about. I'm gonna say it one more time. There's a development going on right now in St. Pete, led by Black folks, and some of the people who put it together are not getting a penny.
And why we don't get picked, let me tell you also, is that we don't get picked because we're Black. Let's call it that. We can hit all the qualifications, and it's an unspoken rule that's not in there, that in the back that we know that you Black. So we're gonna say, hey, you live in zip code 33712, so we're not picking them. And you know what I mean?
No, it's heavy.
No, it's your color is why we're not getting picked. Not that we're not qualified. Joe, they'll find anything to disqualify you, even if it's not that. Hey, your mama came here last year and we don't like her, so that's why. Like,
that's heavy.
It's your color why you're not getting picked a lot of times.
Mitchum Services, big shouts out to Mitchum Services.
Mitchum Services in the building.
Something that was in the chat too, because we don't all get involved and put our money on the table. I'm dealing with it. I just saw that there's a development, Black-led development, and the way that the city staff presents these developments to city council, because we get updates on
the development,
what's the progress, how this thing moving. And I've seen this happen as well. And I don't know if it's intentional or unintentional. It's just an observation. I've seen where certain developments, the city staff will come and they'll present it to city council. And at the end of their presentation, they'll make a recommendation.
Yes. Okay.
So we recommend approval of this.
Yes.
We recommend
we don't recommend approval.
Or we recommend approval with these conditions.
Yes.
If they change these things, then they'll approve it. What I'm seeing now is there's a Black-led development that's being presented by the staff, and at the end of the presentation, they're not making a recommendation. They're just giving it to council and saying, "This is our presentation.
You do.
What do y'all think?"
Yeah,
that's one of these small systemic nuances.
Yes, but because I didn't recommend
it. You don't see it. Because now what that does is usually the council will take the lead of the staff. So if the staff say we recommend it, we figure that y'all have done y'all due diligence. Y'all, you're in a good place with this thing.
That's
so
heavy.
We'll go with your recommendation, usually.
That's
but
heavy,
if they're not
bro.
making a recommendation, now it's up to us to debate it, to determine whether or not we want to move forward.
That's heavy.
And then we start putting conditions. And again, this is one of the things that is delaying progress, because they're making it seem like the group that they're presenting on behalf of don't have it together, when the group is like, we got it together. All we need you to do is make the recommendation, but they're not making the recommendation. So I'm saying, like, that's one of the reasons why I'm looking at why we don't get picked. And when we do get picked, I'm seeing how they drag out the process for a lot of our programs. Like, they know that there's certain things that the city has to do.
Yeah, but they're dragging it out.
But when they present it to council, they're making it seem like the developer is the hold up, when it's not the developer, it's actually the city, and their process is the hold up. That's one of the things that I'm seeing.
So that's the fine print. That's the fine print in the contract.
By the time
you read I ain't got nothing to say here.
Now this is what I just thought too. And by the time they be like, okay, y'all got it. Now we missed the deadline.
And it's worth nine costs 3 times as much to do it.
Wow.
And now the money is the problem.
Now, mind you, you done gave them this project 6 months in advance, right?
2 years, 2 years, 2 years.
Okay, let's go with 2 years.
We just making it
average.
2 years.
2 years we gave it, and then they thinking, they tell you on the last day of your right before the application kit, you got it, and now you got to come up with everything that you've been working all the stuff
2 years
that you
for.
Stop it, I say.
Hey, listen, I'm glad. I'm glad Brother John brought up that nuance, because we talked earlier about the multiple things and how multifaceted this whole thing is. And the important thing to understand, sometimes these problems present opportunities, right? Yeah, y'all, we ain't do it 2 years ago, right? Because we was thinking about a 2-story building, this and that. We done drug our feet. It's gonna cost more money. We might as well go up 10 stories, right? We still got the time, don't we? Ain't it still time to do it? Let's go up 13 stores. Let's use the issues that have been a problem to fuel a better solution. Because guess what? We ain't really broke ground yet, right? We still talking about 2 stores. Why not go 7?
Now, I will say this, the flip side of the pancake, right? We're talking about the problems and the hurdles that we occur, right? But you have to stay consistent and persistent, because you can overcome all of that. Like the one thing that we've heard Brother John say over here, being on council, is that he's worked really hard before as a citizen.
Yes,
and now that he's on council, and he may have did this 6-7 years ago, a lot of this stuff is coming across his desk now.
Yes.
So don't get discouraged because we have a hurdle.
Oh, I like
we
that.
just need to keep on moving, because there is you know, it's sunshine out there. So don't get discouraged. Just know that we have extra hurdles that other people don't have. But again, I keep on saying we are resilient people.
Yes.
So we can overcome.
We definitely can
overcome.
It's sunshine.
I like that.
Hey, and we gonna have a meeting about this tomorrow at the Masonic Lounge. All it's gonna cost you $25 to get to the meeting. So y'all make sure y'all get. We're gonna talk about all this affordable housing, EBT cards. We're gonna talk about everything. Wife, kids, everything. Just get to the Masonic Lounge tomorrow for the first annual Players Ball comedy show.
First time Players Ball. Yeah, we talking about the players.
Okay, so
the players like the ball.
Now I think we're live on Facebook. I don't know if we're gonna stay a little bit later on this. We're live on Facebook, but we also live on the radio, right?
We live
and the radio show does end at 9.
Yes.
99.1 FM if you're listening to the radio. And so we're gonna do our final thoughts for that, because we gotta gear up for Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes, Sister Hughes. Shout all around the room.
You know, giving you praises and making sure you're all right. So if you have some final thoughts, go ahead for the radio. Not saying that we're ending, but go.
Okay, listen, final thoughts. Get to that comedy show tomorrow. Make sure you get your ticket. Your boy comedian Damian Davis and friends gonna be in the building. You see the promoter right here, cabbage head.
Yo,
Right here.
Make sure the people can see it.
Look, he got food truck, oil on his Nikes. Get everything. This man working hard out here, man. Y'all make sure y'all get that to the comedy show tomorrow, and we gonna hang out tomorrow. We gonna have fun. Everybody, y'all coming? Everybody, y'all coming out?
Yes,
I know you got to work or something. Don't worry about Brother John. He's gonna be there in spirit. But the rest of y'all gonna be in the building, man.
And let me say this. I'm always there in spirit.
What my boy always.
That's how you show up. That's how you show up.
I'm always there in spirit, man. For real. Like I see it. I'm happy about it. I appreciate it. I love
funny.
it. You know
we ain't laughing.
Like for real,
like,
man.
Hey.
Because we say that he there in spirit.
No, for real.
I really be there in spirit.
For real.
But I just,
I ain't
know me.
He ain't in the parking lot.
Y'all know me.
He ain't in the parking lot, y'all.
But I'm there.
Yeah.
And I see y'all.
But he not in the parking lot.
He
definitely
His car ain't out there. 2 more tickets to give away.
You say it.
No, they ain't giving away 2 tickets.
Look at that.
Tonight. For real. For Friday.
First Friday.
Yeah.
On the
I got this
Deuces.
new glass. I'm recording everything.
Nancy said, "Don't forget Fusion 49 cleanup on tomorrow." She said,
Man,
Saturday.
go back and
You can't say Saturday. You got to say tomorrow.
Go back and watch the show. We've been talking about that the whole show, Nancy.
Nancy.
If you would have been up watching
the whole thing about that.
If you would have been up watching, you don't jump on here late talking about man. Cut it out.
Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, though, y'all, at the Trolley Market Square on 49th Street, 18th Avenue, and 49th Street, man. It's going to be real nice, man. So y'all come out.
Final thoughts. Broadcasting live from Sesame Street with a trap rug on.
You ain't heard me
It's
yet.
your boy. Broadcasting live from
Don't
Sesame
worry
Street
about it.
with a trap rug on.
We got the trap.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Y'all better know it. It's not that like Granny Petty.
So that was it for the radio, but we still, so this is like after hours. My alarm going off because I'm gonna have to move in a minute, but yeah, we still here. She said she was eating breakfast with grands at school.
Hey, that sound like you. I like that.
No, that's another thing too.
At school, I need to go to breakfast.
Lunch Pals. So I posted this, right? Lunch Pals is a program where you can do that. You can go to the school, and you can have lunch with a student. Yes,
Lunch Pals.
And one of the things that I would encourage you to do, right?
Fairmont Park
is one of the schools, but here's the thing. You have people in your family. You got a nephew, you got a niece, you got somebody in your family that needs some help, because a lot of times we looking to help the community. Yeah. We need to do something with these kids. Yeah. But you know your sister got a son that she's struggling with.
Yes.
Go see him.
Yeah.
Start visiting him because you have a relationship with him as his uncle.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Solid.
Because we'll go and we'll volunteer and help somebody else's kids. and know that your sister, your brother, your cousin,
got
or somebody
got two lives.
And
you know what
a
I
lot
mean?
of us guilty of that. Got it
Dang,
right in front of you.
But
you'll go help.
Start at the house.
Start mentoring your own family.
Start at the house.
Tell the house first.
Listen,
get them look
I
when
so
they come,
unite with
come
that.
to your house and they playing basketball or whatever they doing. They running around out there. You got 4 or 5 of them out there, man. Take them and pull them to the side for a minute and give them a good word. Those are children too. Like your, I don't know. It's news flash.
Those are
your
children. Are children too.
Yeah.
Your nieces, your nephews. Your children are in the community,
right?
In the house.
And then when you do that, when you go to lunch for your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren, then you'll get to meet the other kids that may need it. So then you start with them, and then the next time you can add on and go to lunch for your grandkids, and then their friends too.
But the only catch-22 to that, how you get the damn kids out the room? Because they been in the room all day. You got to drag them about it. How you gonna get them outside? We off the air.
Hey, no, we ain't off the air. Hey, we got some more tickets. We got some more stars. Since
also we have the kids.
We got some more stars.
Yeah, on March 16th at the factory.
They can pull
up. Big shots out to Valerie and the kids.
Brave. 10 free tickets are available. Please contact
Brave.
Yes.
Valerie who?
Valerie Roughly.
Okay, Valerie, Miss Valerie. Okay.
You know.
And I mean, I didn't go to.
Oh, we got another one, y'all. Give me some more tickets right now. Give me some tickets.
No,
we got some more stuff.
Okay. My bad. I'm messing up the whole. I'm messing up the back end. Hey, I'm messing up the back end.
No. You want it?
No, I don't. No, you don't. Don't you do me like that. Don't you do me like that. Don't you do me like that.
Brought to you by
the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Because he likes to go ahead and throw these great ideas out there. So find the great idea.
I do. I got an idea. I got an idea.
This ain't Javon. This Sasquatch.
This squash, man. What are you talking about? What cabinet that, man? Because this squash, man. Ease up off me.
So also, y'all, I want to let you know.
I got everybody.
We coming back. I also want to let y'all know that today at 11 o'clock, we have the hub opening. And so the hub is a support services hub right here on the Deuces on 15th Avenue and 22nd Street. And the support hub basically is the first in a pilot. So it's like, I think 6 of them going to be around the city. But this is the first one that's being kicked off. And it was some work that we did. Man, look, I'm getting old. I'll be telling stories. So, but we was doing, as we was going out doing that resiliency work, the Neighborhood Resiliency Collective, talking about what's needed and wanted in the community. One of the things that we found was that
social service hubs,
that social services and resources needed to be accessible
in
to
the
people
community.
In our community, led by people from the community. So we're opening the first hub today at 11 o'clock.
Big shouts out to the LaDonna Butler.
Yep. So shout out to
and the whole team. Mitchum Services. Everybody, there's people out there.
Hey, thank y'all for that.
Listen,
man.
We're bringing the resources to the hood, man. It's right here on 15th Avenue, across street from the church.
The old store that's been emptied on the corner of 15th for so long.
Oh, when the lady talking about that.
But now listen, that's breathing life into the community as well. So we have to realize what we're doing as we're doing it, because that building sat vacant for over a decade. Right, ride by right now.
You, Mr. Edmund, fact.
Well, okay, I know. Thank you.
Over a decade.
I know that. I don't know.
It might be true.
I don't know.
I ain't saying it ain't true. I'm just saying
right. I don't know. But it's been empty.
You might want to double click on that.
It's been empty
for a long time.
It was an eyesore. It was an eyesore.
Time.
You ain't want to see it. You look the other way.
If you ride by it now, it's now.
Yeah,
it's real nice. Yes.
And the idea is reclaiming the space, right? Like there was a bullet hole in the window of that spot.
Yes, it was an eyesore.
And there was some concerns. People was like, "Why you want to go there? Why do you want to be in this spot? Like, if we want to be in community, like
that's where it was supposed to be.
Like we got to be exactly where our community is.
Good job.
But it was like some people was like, I don't know if you want to put it there. And it's like, why not? Because we talking about reclaiming spaces for our community. That's a space that we reclaiming to say, man, look, we're going to repurpose this so that you can get help and get support and get the services that you need. So shout out to Mitchum Services. On the move. She put it in the chat. Grand open 11 o'clock, 1427 22nd Street today.
Swerve.
And black folks, man, please get this resources that you need.
That's right.
Prideful and trying to be all prideful. Act like if you need help,
man, pull up.
It's black folks that's willing, that's genuine. They ain't gonna be in business out there willing to help you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Pull up.
And it's about putting the pride to the side and getting the help that you
truly
deserve.
Pull up.
Sitting there and suffering, you could get help. If people out there willing to help.
Yes.
Shout out to Mitchell Services and everybody who's involved.
Dr. LaDonna Butler, Brittany, Dr. B,
the whole team. But you know, we're big on like therapy and working on. But I will tell you this: we're not knocking anything else. So, like, if yoga is your thing, meditation, because there's other ways to get your mental together. Because everybody is not comfortable with sitting with somebody, and we're not trying to force you, but what we do want to force you to do is to make sure do what you need to do to get your mental right.
That's right. Yeah.
Whatever avenue that is to get you in the best space, do that. Therapy is one aspect, but there's so many other ways to get there, because I realize I tell people, like, go do this, and that's not their thing.
Everybody got a different prescription.
Everybody got So find a prescription that works for you to make sure you're the best version of
and when I say prescription, I ain't talking about a pill, because my prescription.
I was gonna say that.
Listen. My prescription, what helps my mental, is a nice bank account, right? Some nice zeros and checks. That's me and my mental. But I want to say definitely big shots out to Brother John, the pilot projects of the pilot project, right? The pilot before the pilot. I want to thank all the community members that helped, because it wasn't a one-man band. It was 7 to 10 community members that helped take these surveys, that helped get the word out, and then to help identify that there was a hub needed. And there were some more things that was identified, right? It was a whole bum. We're going to revisit it. Oh, there you go. Go ahead.
No, because a part of this process, like, you got to remember, this was during like
COVID,
pre-pandemic, and then during the pandemic. And again, I got to shout out Tamika Mitchum. She was a part of that when we was doing them surveys early on, like contacting
you
businesses.
On every corner, girl.
Oh yeah,
my dog.
And a few people can pick her out of a lineup because she behind the scenes.
Yeah, you don't even know what she look like.
If you don't know her, but her impact is big, man. And so I appreciate that. But she was a part of that work as well when we were out talking to people, doing the surveys, identifying what's needed and wanted. And then we was also able to identify a funding source, because that's another one of the things, like, okay, we want it, but how are we going to pay for it?
This guy.
You know what I mean? And so when the ARPA money came out,
some money.
What we did was we advocated to say, okay, here's, I think it was like $45 million at the time that was coming to the city through the American Rescue Plan Act. And what we ended up doing was saying we want to have community meetings to decide where this money go and not let the city decide.
Yes.
So the first meeting, the city came in and they gave us a presentation of all of the ways that they wanted to spend the money. And the community was like, nope. We wanted to go to housing, and we wanted to go to support services that help people, within the community. And so the city staff, because we were organized, because we were pushing back on what they presented, they ended up changing the way that we would allocate those funds. And when I got to council, that was one of the surreal moments, was
following through.
I was able to actually vote on what the community advocated for and what we set up. And so the housing piece of it is one thing, but this support hub is being funded as a part of that project as well. So it's ARPA dollars. It's a 3-year project, and it's going to be multiple hubs around the city. But again, it wouldn't happen if you
switch.
Y'all give it up for my boy Jay Muhammad.
Jay Muhammad.
I put that on somewhere.
Jay Muhammad.
That's really how it works. And that's why I'm telling y'all, man.
It works.
I'm so excited to be able to like finish this term, and then come back to community as a private citizen and have a public impact, because now I've seen the way it works. You know what I'm saying? Like I've really seen how what we've done has made an impact. Like to create, like we sat in a room and developed a policy called the CBA policy.
Community benefits agreement, man.
And we developed this idea.
Watch this.
When the city's giving money or resources to a project, that the community should have a
CBA
say
process
and what the benefits are. Fast forward to January, and we had a series of like 6 or 7 meetings with the Community Benefits Agreement Council debating the benefits of the historic gas plant. And every time I watch those meetings, I can help but remember, like, this was an idea that we had in an office downtown.
Listen,
and now
16,
it's a process
17
that's being operated, Yeah, 2016,
the biggest, y'all.
And
Shout
we pushed, we
Shout out to the
organized,
team.
we organized, and now that process is in place
In
to
real
talk
life.
about like real projects.
In real
so it's
life.
like that kind of stuff. Like that's where my heart is. That's where my passion
Well,
is.
look at my boy.
That's why I'm looking forward to coming back.
Hey, you my mayor, Jay. Hey, you my mayor. Hey, not the nigga with the sketcher here.
I'm your brother.
This
man.
my mayor right
I'm
here.
your brother.
Well, I'm telling you,
That's the brother. That's the brother.
This my
John.
mayor. I ain't talking about
brother,
the sketcher here. Y'all know the mayor we got now, but this my
title
mayor right here.
Look, that's my title, man.
Hey, listen,
it's brother.
I want to say this here. I want to say this here, brother John.
You right. That's right.
Because it was surreal. I went to the first CBAC meeting, right? And I sat in the front. I sat in the front row. It was empty in there. And I said, I'm sitting there. It was so surreal. I'm like, dang, I remember these first meetings. And they said, I remember what they said. They said the developers have a stronghold on St. Pete. You would not get a community benefits agreement to be an ordinance here. Yeah. So what they said, this is what their advice was. And I still like the advice now. They say, y'all need to go to the developers yourself with the community benefits agreement and talk them into it. Use community force. And we say, okay, we agree, but why not all in the above? Why not make it an ordinance so it's not a if you will do it, it's you gonna do it. If you take these steps in the process, if you get money from the city, you get land from the city, if you get such and such from the city, the community benefit process automatically kicks in. And then they make a recommendation to the city council. So, and I want to say big shots out to the whole CBAC commissioners. Because there were volunteers, these people worked hours. We organized and so many people came. That meeting went way into 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And I want to thank all the people who came out and spoke, all the people who came and raised their concerns because it was only 12. How many surveys? 80 surveys went out. Only 80 people. Came in. Only 80 people responded, but over hundreds came to hear them speak. So thank y'all so much. Thank you, brother John. Thank SCIU. I ain't gonna start. I am there. I do be there, but it's really important, dog, that we just got doggone. Just go ahead. Don't kick the ball back. Accept it, bro. Your work has really impacted this community, and it's for years. Because this wasn't something that just happened, and you facilitated those meetings when we was in headlocks and fighting over stuff.
Thanks for coming.
While we was fighting,
now
you facilitating. Right, hey y'all, let's work this out. Good job.
Good job.
Great job. Great job.
This has been an amazing episode.
I know I'm tired. I need to go take a nap now.
Yeah, me too.
God, Lee, I'm getting old. I'm gonna take a nap
but my phone line open
o'clock.
for tickets.
We appreciate
727-222-9070.
He was online. Eric Jack. Man, this is community radio. Urban Drinkery.
Come get your coffee. Get your coffee here.
Listen, man, that coffee's so good, man.
For real. Tonight, you're on the Deuces.
Yes, pull up.
6 to 10. And Super Dave will be giving away 2 tickets.
Listen, Black Excellence.
But listen, Black Excellence at its finest. Purchase your tickets now because tomorrow they will be more expensive at the door. Right?
Yeah.
Dress to impress because after the comedy show, it is the Players Ball. You know what I mean?
After the party, it's the after party.
I mean, so you and your spouse wear your little matching outfits. You know what I mean? This the time
you got a time to go to the mall, baby.
2020.
Bring them Valentine outfits back out.
Yeah. If ain't nobody see you on Valentine's
Bring them back out.
You didn't get a lot of likes on Facebook on your Valentine's Day
Run it back.
outfit.
The playback. I told y'all about the playback earlier.
Can't wait with it.
Florida, and hey, we still getting stars, but we gotta go, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much. It's been a blessing. Online somewhere. Eric Jackson.
Oh, Eric Jackson, man.
Come get your tickets.
Call in.
Well,
Eric
we
Jackson.
can find Eric.
We ain't at the radio station.
Eric.
We call the radio station right now. Ain't nobody gonna pick up the phone. Ain't nobody gonna pick up the phone.
Who
call the radio station right now? Ain't nobody picking up. Ain't nobody home.
Yeah.
Don't you do that, boy? Because I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund, and I got the ticket.